Hello everybody. Let's wait until some people come to the chat. Hey, how's everything? Hello, welcome to a short live stream for today. I know it has been many months since the last time I did any stream. Buenas noches. ¿Cómo están? And I wanted to make a live stream for you guys, so you know, talk a little bit. It's been a while. Maybe I can sketch some stuff. Claro que sí, también hablo español for those who have questions. And I'm not sure if the super chat is working. I think I need to check that stuff. This is the first time I haven't streamed such a long time. Durante muchos meses sin hacer live streams. So, yeah, I've been away for a few months. Been away for many months. So I've been working on other things of my work. No, I don't know. I want to like use a little bit more of YouTube since I have like a nice amount of people here, and I know not everybody has a Twitch, you know, and I wanted to like, you know, stream a little bit while I do some line art for this original illustration. And I thought like, well, since I'm doing this, maybe I can just, you know, stream a little bit. And yeah, I recently updated my channel. If you have seen my channel, I just updated just a little bit the banner and updated a little bit the look and feel of the channel, just a little bit. I deleted a bunch of old content that was just there for so long, and I feel like now I have better material, better things to show, and it has been so long, so why not? También estaba pensando en lanzar un canal en español. Thinking of launching a Spanish channel since I can hablar español, and I have seen a lot of you know, other channels, art channels, and I have seen very bad videos, and I'm like, man, like I feel like it would be nice to, you know, show some good content. Sí, hacer tutoriales, sí, tengo planificado hacer tutoriales nuevos. De hecho, he estado trabajando en en mejorar los tutoriales antiguos. So, I've been working on updating some of the old tutorials that I have on my page that are like already a few years old. And just wanted to go back here and connect a little bit. Sí, pensé en un canal en español porque creo que hace falta un buen canal con buen contenido. Y bueno, he visto muchos canales que tienen contenido, pero no son muy buenos. Y a excepción de unos que sí son, pues, pero yeah. So yeah, like I'm fine. I can speaking English and Spanish, so you can like chill and ask me some questions, and you know. Mm. So I'm working on this illustration, and let me show you guys what is going on here. Might be a little bit hard to see, but there's also a bike here. The original sketch is this one here. And I did this a long time ago. But not long time ago, but like around February last year. And I wanted to use this for, I don't know, maybe a book or something. Okay, no, it's fine. Yeah, it's looking good. Like, hello, how's everybody? I see some Japanese hiragana, katakana. Any 日本人がいるんですか？こんにちは、皆さん。日本語でもいけます。日本語でもいけるんです。So yeah, any of the three languages, I can like work it out. But yeah, I was thinking about like, focus some of the content on in Spanish because I get a lot of requests of people asking me for that, And yeah, so like I could try to dedicate myself into that. Last year was very, very intense year, and I was like focused on, trying to like understand what was gonna happen during the whole year with the pandemic and everything, and trying to adapt to it. So I didn't have like the energy or like the mindset to do any live streams for a long time. So I was more focused on the work, and still focused on the work like a lot. Oh, Micah, do you have a question? Oh, いつも見てるんですか？あ、よかったです。できるだけここからもっとアップロードしようと思います。いつも忙しくて、あまあ実はいつも絵を描いてるけど、Bueno, no soy chileno, soy venezolano. Venezolano. Y otra de las cosas que estaba pensando era qué acento iba a colocar cuando estuviese haciendo los streams, porque a veces puedo hablar con otros acentos y bueno, sería interesante. Oh, so Micah is asking a question. Thank you for the super chat, baby. Yeah, I can do a tutorial of the squishy tights. Yeah, like actually seems like I can do that.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Sí, bueno, como le había dicho a alguien acá, posiblemente la idea de hacer un canal en español sería algo que viable, porque sería mucho más fácil conectarme. Sé que hay un público en español eh, que bueno, son bastantes personas, especialmente en YouTube. He visto algunos canales y creo que la información no es muy buena, no es muy buena en realidad. Y me gustaría ayudar a personas que quieren mejorar su trabajo, ayudarlos con mejor contenido, ya que yo he hecho mucho de contenido, pero sería como redireccionarlo a eh, hacerlo en español. So, yes. So, si sacas el canal en YouTube en español, los videos que tienes en inglés. Sí, ya, probablemente haga los videos en. Los vuelva a hacer otra vez, pero en español. No me tomaría mucho tiempo. Creo que me tomaría más tiempo hacerle los subtítulos. So, yes. And yes, I hope you guys don't feel like intimidated if I speak too much Spanish here for a while. Like I'm saying, maybe it's good to open a Spanish only channel for different streams. Somehow I feel like the art community in English is very already saturated. There's a lot of like material online for English speakers and not that many for Spanish. Some channels have like a lot of like traction, but the content is not that great. Like for what I saw, some of them are good. Some of them have a good content, but some of them are really like have a lot of views and like, dude, this content is not that great. Like, this is not how you do these things. Like, you know. So, sí, estoy pensando en hacer ese canal, a ver qué tal. Sé que hay una audiencia bastante larga y bueno, siempre es bueno expandir el conocimiento un poco más en la comunidad latina, in the Latin area, yeah. So, hello, my friend, how you doing? How's everything? Saludo a todos ustedes. Un saludo a todos ustedes, chicos y chicas. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining. Feel free to, if you have any questions, you can use the super chat. I just enable it today because I wanted to see how it will go. And yeah. Un saludo. Sí, ya está empezando a llegar la gente y I can see a lot of Spanish speakers. Mucha gente que habla en español, así que bueno, muy posiblemente abra ese canal. Porque creo que si lo hago junto con el que tengo ahora se va a mezclar mucho y va a ser un desastre. It's not gonna be good. Gonna be mixed up. Feel like a lousy start to 2021. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I haven't done much, and it's just, what day is today? 4th of January, and it feels like already a whole fucking month passed. You know? I feel like a lot of days have passed, and I feel like I haven't done much, and which is not true. I've been working hard. And I could show other things I've been working on, and I could share later on. I have to be careful because YouTube is I have to be very careful with YouTube. Don't wanna upset the channels. It's very strict, so I've gotta be careful. Yeah. ¿Cómo le haces para dibujar no safe for work sin pudor o temor? No me importa en realidad, tengo mucho tiempo haciéndolo y bueno, no tengo ningún pudor. No tengo ningún pudor ni ¿cómo? Ni atavios. Hey Ray, do you use reference for poses when you do thumbnails or you create the poses on your mind? It depends. I think I use half and half. Sometimes I have ideas on my own that are my ideas, and then I try to like find a pose that is similar. Or sometimes I see a pose and it's like, oh, I like this pose, and or I like a certain angle and I try to take that. But I don't copy the pose as it is, unless I don't know, it's actually what I'm looking for, or like, oh, this works perfectly. Um, I like I like to add other things, and obviously you're adding on top of that your own style, your own drawing, your own way of drawing. So that's the difference. Like I don't, people will notice when like, oh, this is like a super reference on, because if some other parts of the drawing don't have the same quality, they will look like, yeah, that part, like, at least I can see then, like, oh yeah, that part was so heavy reference, but this area here, wherever like the face, or wherever like the hand is like half ass, like halfway done, it's like, okay, well, the reference, I think he didn't have the reference for that, or he's just trying to create something that doesn't make sense. So like, you can see those. At least I can see those, and all the artists can see those things. Un tutorial de cómo hacer los cambios de los rasgos. Ok, puedo pensar en eso. Oh, besides Candela, yes, I have other ones. I have other characters that I like and I can use. Yes, I have one called Psycho, and then I have one of my first characters, Alex, and then I have Rumiko. Rumiko is another one. Actually, it's just like recently. I did some drawings recently of it. I don't know if it's gonna be here on this. Maybe it will show, but yeah, I was just doing some sketches of it. These are just paper. This is just a scan of the artwork. So I have a lot of like sketches like these laying everywhere, and I'm trying to compile them for a book. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for liking the style and everything. Y las personas que le dieron un dislike, I don't care. Goodbye. ¿Qué tal tus inicios? ¿Apuntabas al No Safe for Work o fue progresivamente? Well, you guys have a lot of questions today. Sí, bueno, fue como progresivamente, aunque siempre, bueno, como un chico, como hombre. Bueno, dibujar a las mujeres es algo que es entretenido. Y bueno, se me daba bien y siempre me han gustado los pin-ups clásicos. Y de ahí siempre lo hice, pero con el tiempo, bueno, y por la necesidad, hice más trabajo no safe for work. Porque, bueno, hacía falta. So there was a calling for doing more of that kind of work. Especially at the time, there was not enough like good quality artwork. Nowadays, there's a lot of good quality artwork, but when I was doing more of like my erotic artwork, yes, there was not like good quality. Well, there was quantity, but oof. Oh yeah, man, thank you for joining. I know there's a lot of Spanish and a lot of like English mixed up. Probably that's the reason why I'm gonna make the channel separate. Do you recommend getting an iPad to use Procreate? Oh yeah, of course, man. Get an iPad. Get an iPad. Get the iPad because I think you can take it everywhere. You can use it everywhere. And I used to use mine a lot. Actually, the original sketch was done on the iPad, and I will be using more the iPad if I was not in my home, in my house all the time, right? How long do I plan to stream? I don't know, for maybe like another hour, hour and a half. I just wanted like to connect again with you guys. And I was doing this anyway, so I'm like, well, I think I can just do this, and while you guys are like, well, we hang out here. I want this. I want to have like a cat paw of some sort, like an animal paw. I think it will make it more have more of that feeling. I'm using Photoshop. You guys have a lot of questions today. This is a lot of questions, guys. If you want to have like a priority on your questions, make sure to throw a super chat. Then that way I won't miss it. Si me pierdo las preguntas, no sean tímidos y lancen un super chat para que no se me pierda la pregunta, porque a veces se me van y no puedo leerlos todos al mismo tiempo. Don't you use Twitch? Yes, I use Twitch, but I have like a nice audience here, right? So I wanted to like, touch base with this side of my community. Yeah, also trying to draw while paying attention to your questions. I think a lot of people do these streams with two people at the same time, so somebody can read the super chat while somebody just draw. Maybe I'll do that next time. Oh yeah, of course, man. Bueno, está bien. I wanted to share my glorious time with you. No. I just wanted to spare some time. Dibujar como 1 a 2 horas al día está bien. Yo tengo una vida ocupada, especialmente. Cualquier tiempo que tengas que le puedas dedicar al dibujo es mejor a que no hagas ningún dibujo, ¿no? Así que mientras más dibujos, mejor. Mientras menos dibujo, peor. Así que cualquier tiempo que tengan disponible, úsenlo para dibujar. So somebody asked for this year resolutions. For this year resolutions, well, you can actually see watch a video. I made a video. It's the last video uploaded just before the New Year's end, and I talk about the things that are coming for next year, the plans that I have, all those projects are there. So if you guys have like a few minutes to spare, feel free to check that video. I talk about a lot of things that are coming and things that are happening here, with like some videos of my studio and stuff like that. Cada día que tengo tiempo los ponía a draw with me with the REIQ. Sí, voy a hacer más de draw with me videos. Okay, I'm gonna do some more of the draw with me videos, because actually I thought about that today. Should I do that? Maybe I should stream. Maybe I should focus on editing the videos, or maybe something else. But ended up picking up this, like, okay, I want to stream, maybe like talking directly to you guys is better. And so yeah, and well, and apologies because of I'm talking in different languages. Okay, esto es una multicultural chat, so even in Japanese, even in Japanese, if you have any questions. If I'm going to delete the string, no, I probably could leave it there because it has been a while. If somebody wants to see it, I deleted some old ones for sure. Some old ones were like too old and yeah, not that great. Also, I invite you to go to my website, visit my website. Visite mi website cuando tengan tiempo. Tengo un sitio nuevo para los que no saben. Bueno, desde el año pasado. Oh shit, we got a super chat from Kage Tokik. Sorry, Ray. Previous question. Would you recommend practicing perspective first? I can get it well for people and being up art like this. Yeah, like answering your questions. Thank you very much. This is the second super chat of the day. So for perspective, I feel like everything that we draw, anything that you draw, it has perspective. And if I draw something, whatever is, I try to imagine, like, I don't know if you guys know Kim Jong-ji. He thinks about a box, right? And inside this box, he places the object, and that object has an orientation. It has a perspective and an angle. So everything we draw, even if it's like a rib cage of some sort, like a berry construction, it still has some perspective, and it lives inside that cube. Just imagine it's like a clear box, and inside there it lives all the objects that we draw, you know. And it's very important to understand that concept, that everything we draw, just imagine that there's a box around. It's really hard. It's not easy because it takes a lot of visualization to do that. But if you're drawing a character, there's something like we should keep in mind is the eye level. And regardless of where we place the eye level, which is the horizon, is your eye level where you see things, the perspective will change, right? If we have a cylinder or have an ellipse, the closer it gets to the eye level, the narrower, and the furthest away the biggest. So we get a perspective sense because of the eye line, and that works a lot with the body, right? If I'm drawing something very simple like a body and there's somebody here, I think my eye line is around this level, so I know everything from here gonna have that perspective, and everything under that line gonna have this perspective. So then now I can just draw what I need to draw in that perspective, you know. So that's a good way to create some kind of perspective, just to know where you're gonna draw this. If you see the character I'm drawing right now here, the eye level is actually very low. That's why we get this dramatic angle, is because the eye level is around here. So everything we see from this point up is gonna have that. You see more, and then you see more, and then it gets narrower and narrower and narrower as it gets to the center of the line. So that's what I'm thinking, what I thought when I was doing this, and that's why you get this perspective, because I'm using the eye level. And it's something that it took me a lot of time to understand. I didn't even know that. I was doing it, but I was not keeping in mind that. So having that, it helps. So I always recommend, if you guys gonna work with perspective, just draw cubes. It's super boring. Nobody wants to draw this. But if you have a center line, and then you can start building better perspective and sorry, eye level, right, or horizon line, then you can start like creating different boxes, and it's boring, but this is the core. This is the most important thing. Like it's hard to like not to go to the very basics, because if you don't have this like nailed down, or being able to see it this way, you're gonna have a lot of hard time trying to figure it out. Because here you can have a body, you can have a ball, and you can have I don't know, like a dumbbell, so you can place items in your scene with the perspective, right? You got perspective. So yeah, maybe probably gonna have to make a tutorial, guys, for this stuff. This is a quick one. So because that was a super chat, so I wanted to like thank you and give you that. But yeah, definitely like practice perspective and try to get into the concept. It is at a certain point hard, but when it clicks, you're gonna have fun, because then you know where to put things and where you're gonna like place your lines and everything. Let me see. Went really far. Okay, let's see other questions that I have. Me gusta esta comunidad, diferentes culturas juntas. Yeah, claro que sí. Oh, I got anatomy down pretty well, but mine looks flat. Yeah, because you have to think about how the box, everything is fitting in that box. It's hard to see it, but when it clicks, you'll be like, oh man, I don't know why it was so hard. It's like going to the gym and say like, okay, I'm working hard, and then like, oh, it's so hard, and then one day you're like, oh, I'm looking pretty good. How much I'm gonna string? I don't know. I probably like I said like another hour and a half. Let me hide this away. Put this away. ¿Como cuánto tiempo me llevó hacer mi estilo? Bueno, me llevó bastante tiempo. Mientras más aprendes, más cambia tu estilo. Siempre hay artistas que son los principales, que ayudan a desarrollar tu estilo. Siempre hay artistas que te gustan mucho, y te gusta mucho la estética de cómo esos artistas trabajan, y de allí mezclándolo con otros estilos, otros tipos de dibujar, se van como uniendo, ¿no? los diferentes tipos de influencia. Lo importante de conseguir un estilo es tener diferentes influencias, no una sola. Oh, guys, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're the best. Love your art. Oh, thank you. Así que, sí, si te gusta un artista, intenta de analizar qué es lo que más te gusta. If you have an artist that you like, try to analyze what you like the most of this style, and then you can like break down the things you like about the style. And I do that. And I like other artists, and I see the things that I like from those artists, and then I try to like make it my own. How can I integrate that with my current style? But I will worry about style after like actually having the fundamentals down like properly, and that's something that happens. Like I wouldn't worry too much about the style until like having like some good basis, so when you draw you have more flexibility. Tienes más flexibilidad si aprendes a dibujar bien desde un principio, cómo hacer construcción y cómo hacer el gesto y todo eso, y luego sí ya tienes más es más fácil desarrollar tu estilo. Big time. Mando un salve para Brasil. How do you say? Hey, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó, moleque? ¿Qué pasó en Brasil? Un saludo para todos. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you for the good messages, guys. It's very encouraging, because it makes me like, okay, I want to do more of these live streams. Okay. We have another super chat from Richard Andrade. Do the companies you work with, when you do work with them, care about what program you use for digital drawing? No, actually, none of the companies worry about the software you use for painting or anything like that, because I think most of the files that we use are Photoshop files, and many of the other software like Clip Studio and Painter, they can manage Photoshop files, so that's easy, right? So it doesn't matter, and usually the final export where you're like gonna like finish your file is either a JPEG or it's a TIFF file, and you always have the option to export it, right, and save it. So saying like I did a sketch with Procreate, and then I changed for like I could go to Clip Studio and do the line art, and then come back here and start adding some colors and things like that. So yeah, the companies do not worry. Probably they would like to know that you can also use those softwares. They want to know, oh, this guy know how to use Photoshop, or he knows how to use Clip Studio. But probably they will ask you, do you know how to use this? And if you don't know, you say yes, I can work with it, and then you sit down and you study, and you work hard to understand the other software. I mean, I think it's a good motivation to like work hard. Un saludo a Argentina, a Brasil, a México, Colombia, Venezuela, mi gente latina. Could you give a tip on how to improve at paint and finalizing drawings, and how you study it? Uy, that's a very hard one. Study how to paint. I think like when I'm painting, I'm thinking about something specific I want to improve. It's gonna be hard for people to understand, because I think when the people say, "Oh, just practice," it's like, "Oh, I'm just copying this." But if you are drawing from a reference or something like an image that you're studying, I try to think about like what I'm studying here right now, right? So I think about the last I think about like, is it what I'm studying? Is it color? Is it construction? Is it like the planes of the face? What is my purpose? What I'm trying to like learn from this, right? So yeah, like I guess like study with a purpose, with an idea in your mind, like, oh, I want to learn about this, and then you work on that, and then maybe you later on finish your painting, and then you add more details, and you can learn more after it. So I did a lot of studies, and let me show you some of those. I think it's like list, and I did some studies where I was like painting faces. I posted some of these on my website. These are like studies that I did to like practice painting, not only drawing but more like painting, painting, and learning about the face, how to paint the nose, how to paint the light coming. So I was thinking about those things, designing the shapes for this. Also, this one was for I was like practicing lighting, right? I was on sunlight, and I was like thinking about that, and then later it turned into something else. So yeah, a lot of like faces and a lot of work, that I like, everything has a purpose of why I'm doing this, right? Like I wanna paint, I wanna do this, I want to practice expressions, so I'm going to try to do that and then combine it with a photo or something like that. So, and then using photos will help you to like, study from a photo will help you to improve. Because there are things that you cannot create from out of your mind. And we have a super chat here. I have a super chat from Ghost L. Any plans for a sorceress from Dragon's Crown? Dude, I have the sketch. I have the sketch already done, and it actually needs like a match to make a double, because I did the Amazon already, and yeah, the sorceress. I don't know why I don't have that. There are so many characters too, you know. So many characters too. So sometimes I forget to do it because I have the sketches. I have done it. Okay, let me see. Go down here to see more of the text. Estos redes tan hermosos. Yeah, my drawings, you can find it on my website. My website is reiq.art, and then you can see these drawings and other drawings, and also in ArtStation and a bunch of websites. So REIQ.art. Hola, señor. ¿Cree usted que yo con pocos seguidores en las redes significa que tiene un nivel de dibujo muy bajo? En realidad no. Hay mucha gente que tiene mucho talento pero no tiene muchos seguidores porque no se ha promocionado. Yo tengo muchos profesores y y artistas profesionales que no se dedican al Instagram o social media como plataforma principal. Entonces se trabaja en otras empresas, trabaja con otras compañías y no es su punto principal. Pero si no tienes muchos seguidores no quiere decir que seas malo, sino que tal vez te hace falta tener un poquito más de mercadeo y promocionar y hacer advertisement. Wow, that's a lot of questions. ¿Qué te parece la idea de poner retros? Yeah, like challenges. Yeah, I think I need to zoom out. People are like thinking like, what is that he's drawing? I don't understand. And I already did some lines, some coloring actually, and yeah, there's also a bike, but I think I'm gonna leave the bike for later because I know you guys like to see more. But I already added some colors and before. I'm just trying to like get better with improve the line quality, and that's why I'm doing the lines. Like even the drawing without lines start looking pretty good, no? It has like a nice coloring, and that's what I want. And you put the lines on top. There you go. Okay, tenemos otra. Oh, Fenrir Huraya. I know you, man. I know these guys. Yo que no puedo ni hablar con la vecina. Okay. Saludos desde México. Saludos a México. I always enjoy your work and especially the sketches. I also can use Photoshop and brushes in Clear Studio. Now, keep up. Oh, thank you, man. It was just a message. Oh, thank you very much, man. And you too. You too, keep up with the good work. Keep up the good work. Just gotta work hard on that. So yeah, this is the other line art. That's what I was like. Oh, you know, I can just stream the line art while I'm doing this, and it could work. Yeah, I could also like do some other sketches of other things. See? Wow, ya llegaron más mensajes. Yeah, there's a lot of artists and stuff like that don't have enough followers, but that doesn't mean they're not good. It's just that's not the main thing they do. Thinking I could like sketch something, you know. Yeah, I think maybe I should like do some drawings for you guys. I don't know. I usually people might get like bored because I'm drawing these. I don't know what you guys think, but I feel like it's pretty good. Like the colors are coming pretty good, at least in my computer. If you have like a good base like this, then you know things are going well. A ver, there's a lot of questions here. Saludos de Venezuela. Gracias, gracias. Yes, I'm from Venezuela, venezolano. Yeah, thank you guys. What do I think when I'm coloring? I try to like add something new to the colors that I'm using. Like in this case, I wanted some like reflections from the bottom to be more like orange. But maybe I just continue with the line art because I want to do that. I mean, you just work. I think next time I can make something more for us here, more dedicated, you know. Invent a new girl, a new face, new hot look bikini. Haha. How much time it takes? It depends. It depends how long it takes. Actually, I'm gonna show you some of the work. Since you guys are here, you wanna see some of the work. This is something I haven't shown anybody else. So you guys have the preview. I don't know exactly what is this gonna be end up being. Probably like a nice sticker. But this is an old idea I had back in January. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna finish this. I want to like complete this, and I've been working little by little. I've been, you know, I even did a little dog here. Huh? Look at that. Very simple. And judging you. Oh man, glad you got the stickers. Yeah, I've been working with doing a lot of the stickers and doing a lot of like designs and things like that. Yeah, I draw, man. Yeah, I can do like cyberpunk too. I can do anything I want actually. Like it's just like I like to do these kind of things. Like that, if they're fun for me, I'll do it. But if I have to draw like a male or anything, I don't have any problem with that. Because that actually you have to learn how to draw male figure. You have to draw how to draw men. If you want to draw girls too, you know, it's like you have to know the anatomy. And if you only do girls all the time, then okay. But I know how to draw guys. You can see my X-Men poster, right? I think people forget that I did the X-Men. Yeah, this is an X-Men drawing I did, and I mean I can do more, but yeah, there you go, some guys there, for those who can like, you know. And I drew a storm, and I drew this one. Also, I drew like this little guy here, flying. Wow, guys, there's a lot of comments here. I don't know how many people are in the chat, but yeah, you know, there's some guys there. I even did like a Gambit, you know. Gambit is there. And I did Wolverine. That was really fun to do. Especially the face was fun to do, you know. That was actually pretty fun to do. And I learned a lot doing this, so. I also did Jubilee. Júbilo. Que pardo. Cíclope. Tormenta. Y bestia. The guys look feminine. Well, yeah, well, probably this one, but isn't he like that a little bit? You know, suave, like they say, suave. Well, yes, this is very feminine, I think. I also have some Iceman. Fuck, like there you go. So Iceman there floating. Okay, how can you tell us a little bit about how to draw men? I have really hard time with understanding the anatomy, especially with the muscle. Ooh, man. I think with male, I mean, since you're like asking for this, and I think you could. I think like something to keep in mind for when you're drawing like the male figure is like the construction. Well, there are things about the construction. They're wider at the top, bigger, broader shoulders, kind of like Optimus Prime. You know, no hips. Well, just a little bit. At the face. So it's very like very angular, very like with angles, like straight lines. I would say, even like if I draw like a female arm, it will be like very soft, not that many definition. The anatomy will be there. It will be something like that. But if I'm drawing a guy, I will think more about straight lines, more like sharp lines, showing more muscle, right? More definition, kind of like superhero. So that will be like something when you think about it, like think about those shapes when you're doing the illustration. The anatomy is pretty much the same from both, but it's just like where do you want to like emphasize that. And also like the gesture, you have a gesture, and then the gesture can work for both, and understanding the anatomy, that is just really hard because I cannot just explain it really quick. But I think if you understand a little bit of the mechanics of the functions, if you have an arm like this, the bicep, for example, connects to this muscle here, and then the shoulder connects to this. Sorry, the muscle connects to this bone here, and the shoulder connects to this bone here, and the pectorals are connected to this bone here. So knowing those things, and this muscle will connect with this at the top, so then you can actually like, let me see, flex, right? You can flex your muscle, and when you flex your muscle, you will know that this bicep is gonna get like bigger, and other muscles will contract. So I think it's good to understand the skeleton. If you have the skeleton, you can understand where the muscles are going. I will take it like little by little. I suggest you Bridgman, I think that's the name, and he has some cool drawings where let's say he has like a torso, and then he has a figure, and and the way he draws the anatomy is very 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 like if it was like carved from like a stone or something, like very very carved and angular, and it's good to like exaggerate, don't forget the center line. I'm sorry if I'm going too fast with this stuff, but I think it just requires like it just requires time, because you need to like understand that. But if you can build a construction like, let's say, Batman or Superman from the animated series, right? They really have like really wide shoulders, and these are like more like this. So that will be a good way to start drawing the male figure, because then you have a more streamlined, sharp edges for the figure. A little bit exaggerated right now, but because I want to make the point, right? And then the head's a little bit smaller, and then if you can start understanding that, it will help you. So okay, then you can like work the anatomy with first the main shapes first, and then some of the anatomy, right? So yeah, I guess that's an answer. Whew. So yeah, you have to like take your time and then go little by little, try to think about the big shapes and then the smaller shapes. Wow, there's a lot of messages here. If you can repeat something, it's la técnica de vision for anatomía. Really want to get back to drawing, but I can't. Start the blank pages. Yeah, thanks to you. If you don't have anything to draw, just draw something that you see. Something like a photo of whatever you have. Something not too difficult. Maybe like draw a plant, and then just draw it like very loosely. Like don't think about like, oh, it has to be perfect or anything. But you could start like drawing something that you like. Something very simple. I don't know, something not too complicated. Sometimes I just draw like lines like this, like it's just like lines with no purpose, but I like to draw these like curvy lines and create shapes, and I don't thinking about anything in specific, but then later they can become something else, and this is what they call like what's it called, mechanical drawing, something like that, autonomous drawing. Like that you're just drawing things, right? Just shapes that you like, and with no intention of drawing something specific, right? So, but it's fun to do this, right? It could be a face if you want to do it, or it could be something else like a spaceship, and this is more like a relaxing way of drawing. Yeah, automatic drawing, right? So many times when I'm just sketching, I have nothing to draw, I like to draw like this shape. I don't know, it's fun for me to draw this. I guess it's very flowy, and you can always like later add some kind of like arms, and then it becomes like a creature of some sort, right? With a backpack or whatever, and then you start using some of that information to create something new and different, right? You can create like a spaceship or like a car or something. You can have a lot of fun, or like an insect. You can draw an insect and then have some weird stuff coming out of there. That's when it becomes really creative, because you are just doing lines of things that you like, or maybe you bring something extra, and it becomes a little bit more fun. I sketch. I like to sketch on the iPad or sketch on paper. I like those more. Right now, using the Wacom 27. It's pretty big, but I'm getting a 24 soon for my other studio. So yeah, guys, you should be like drawing. How do you draw for shortening? You guys ask a lot of questions. I love the questions, are fine, but some questions are there. They really need to like. I need to sit down and like how to explain these things. But I think like if you want something specific, well. As for resolutions, why are you asking what resolution? Yeah, steampunk fly. You see, you get something like that. Are you using reference? No, I use the reference at the start a little bit because I like the pose and angle, but I ended up turning it into my own drawing. I added the bicycle, the motorbike. I think that in the reference, this girl was just like sitting on a chair or something, and then I had to come up with a bike with a Vespa style futuristic, design that I have here. But I'm gonna do this bike later on because this needs more time and it could get boring for you guys. But mostly I wanted to, like, touch base with you. Un saludo. Un saludo. Hello to everybody. Yeah, and if you guys have like resolutions and stuff like that, I think it's good, but don't feel too much pressure, because I think sometimes if you put too much pressure on whatever the things you want to like achieve, and sometimes maybe you're like, man, so much things I have to do, and then you don't do it. You don't end up doing it. So I think it's good to like start drawing with not so much pressure, and then maybe just instead of doing 60 every day, you start with 10, start with 5, start with 2, 3, 4, 5, So try not to set a high expectation for that. You go little by little, and then you're like, okay, I get it now. It could like backfire, right? I think it happens a lot, especially for people who are like want to go back to drawing, and then set up a goal like, no, I'm gonna draw like 10 faces every day. You do one day, and then the second day it's like, oh man, and then you start feeling bad because you never did it. And it happens to everybody. I'm not saying that I'm special or anything like that. I think it happens to everybody that sets up a higher goal like that. It's better to like don't take it too seriously. I don't know, not too intense. Yeah, start small, and then you figure out like by the 10th time you did it, it's like, oh, I'm actually getting better, and that will be the motivator to make you like, oh, I want to do this. I just don't want to do something. I don't want to do anything else. Like when I was doing these face studies, I wanted to do more every day, and I wanted to do some today. And I thought about it. I'm like, it's when you get into that, and you feel like you're improving, you want to keep going. And I feel like I improved plenty. And if I put more time practicing the things I need to practice, I'll get way better. So, but at the same time, I need to draw other things, and Have you ever thought about selling 3D prints of your character? 3D prints? I don't know about 3D prints. You mean the ones that move a little bit? On soft shading? I don't think soft shading is good, dude. I don't think soft shading is a good way of thinking about it, Epale. I think it's a mixture. And I'll show you something with this drawing. When I did this, I have a layer here where I plan my lights, and apply more like I plan my shadows, and I plan a little bit of the shadows that I wanted to have as the main ones, especially like covering the torso. And here I'm probably gonna have something more like this, right? Something like leaving an opening from the bottom of this, and then maybe have a little like shadow here, maybe something like that, right? So I like to plan a little bit how I'm gonna do those. So soft, I don't think soft is a good way to do it, because soft is very soft. If you have something like this, so yeah, it looks fine. But if you are more like precise, then you are like designing that shape where you're gonna add that shadow. Then you can go and make it soft. Make it soft is the easiest part. The hardest part is to design. Diseñar. Hay que diseñar las sombras y luego las puedes poner más soft, como dice aquí, ¿no? Aquí está un poco más soft. here, soft. But at the beginning it was like really hard, but then really sharp. Sorry. But then I was like, oh, I'm gonna make it soft because I know where it is. So try to design the shapes of the shadow, and this is the problem like a lot of people have. They don't design the shadow shapes, and when they have to do the shadow, they don't know if it's soft or not soft, or That's a lot of content for you guys. Right? Yeah, I probably will talk about something like the coloring later on. It's very complicated. There's a lot of questions today, so I like to focus on a few things, especially if they're in super chat. Super chat always helps, and I can like focus on those questions. But yeah, I try not to be too kind of like precise on the lines, and I actually should do that right now. I try to be like a little bit more loose. Don't try to be so tight with it. If I can just design a little bit, it's always good. Designing. And probably I want to like reflect some of those bumps here, like have some of that included in the design. Bueno, if you want to practice, si quieres aprender perspectivas dinámicas o poses dinámicas, necesitas más perspectiva. Could give superpowers. I don't know what superpower. Like one superpower, it would be to end this fucking pandemic. Or are you trying to make something like a Wonder Woman? Huh? Trying to make me wish for something and then I have to renounce it. Which, by the way, Wonder Woman sucked balls. Was not good. Por eso se me hace difícil tener tiempo para dibujar mientras hago exámenes de la vista. Me gana la vista. Claro. Poco a poco. Poco a poco dibujando. Pero siempre con ganas de aprender. Porque solo dibujar y repitiendo lo que ya dibujas, te vas a quedar estancado. Una pregunta, mis amigos, my friends. What are your channels that you like for art? ¿Qué canales de YouTube en español? Porque de inglés ya me lo sé todo. ¿Ustedes les gusta para ver información de dibujo? I want some information now. How do I make my stickers? Well, I make a design and then I make a sticker. They have to go like deeper with that, but it depends. It depends on the design. I try to make it something that looks nice. Everything is about the shape. If the shape is good, then it's good. Your sticker is good. You have to like it. You have to like your sticker. I mean, me tardó algo de tiempo ser bueno porque al principio no aprendí en ninguna escuela. Aprendí por mi cuenta. Y por mi cuenta fue donde aprendí en hacer mis dibujos. Y tuve muchos errores. Y he tenido muchos errores en el pasado que pensé que los había superado. Pero cuando vuelvo de regreso, siempre hay más que mejorar. Y siempre es bueno cuando tienes otras personas que te dan feedback en donde puedes mejorar. Y a su vez, tener la mente abierta para mejorar. Yeah, but I'm talking more about like streams that in Spanish. I know Raúl Treviño. De hecho, conozco a Raúl. Lo he hablado con él varias veces. Aquí en Estados Unidos y en Japón cuando estuve yo. Estaba en una convención, la esposa. De hecho, estamos pendientes por una cena. Mega. I know this guy too. Girl cuenta, bueno, claro que sí. Marzulo. La Linsan. Esa es una mujer. Y that's a girl. But yeah, and I think the next live streams, if when I do like next ones, I'm gonna make them more open so we can just sketch and chill, and instead of me just working, because well, I'm just doing the lines so you can see like what I'm designing here. But probably the next one's gonna be a little bit more open for like sketching and creating things and painting and doing more of that. This is more of the work that I do. Like I sit down and I just do all of this, and I wanted to, Danny Parker es muy bueno. Bueno, no quiero hablar mucho de. Vi algunos dibujos de Danny Parker. Tiene buena enseñanza, pero los dibujos le faltan un poco. Y pienso que uno de los problemas que hay en YouTube es que hay muchas personas que hacen los tutoriales y todavía le falta mucho por aprender. Y bueno, siempre es bueno repartir el conocimiento, pero a veces es bueno cuando ya tienes tiempo haciéndolo porque puedes enseñarlo de la mejor manera. De hecho, ese es por la razón por la cual hice mi canal de YouTube hace mucho tiempo, era para hacer tutoriales donde yo enseñara las cosas que me costaron mucho por aprender. So that was the reason why I had a YouTube channel, because I wanted to show and teach the things that was hard for me to understand, and I wanted to share the knowledge of what I actually learned. But you have to be careful because there's a lot of good knowledge and there's a lot of bad knowledge that it can make your art suffer because it's not the right way. And I've seen a lot of that. So that's why I'm like, maybe want to put more of my stuff. David Finch, yeah, he's pretty good. Actually, I know David Finch. His wife contracted me for a comic book cover, and I met him a couple of times, like I think twice. So David Finch, yeah, he's pretty cool. And finally, he can like start streaming, no, for so long. Is it wrong to dismiss someone's tutorials when the art is lacking? I think so. I think if you want to maybe for you the art that is being shown is good and it's fine. But if you really see the art is not that great and it doesn't look like really good, then that's how far you're gonna go. That's how far you're gonna go because that's how far this person know how to like is showing you, right? So I try to like when I see tutorials online, I try to avoid like any of that. I try to go for like the bigger ones, and those that actually teach stuff. Dance Studio, yeah, I have Dance Studio, but I don't use it often. My girlfriend, yeah, she used that a lot. Well, she knows how to use it. Almost 300 viewers. Wow, that's a lot of people. Nips, también la conozco. La conocí en San José. Muy amable, muy amable. También habla en español. She also speaks Spanish. And she's really funny too. She talks like this, like I think she's like Cuban too, Puerto Rican. So it was just, and I haven't seen her in a long time because of the pandemic and conventions. So yeah. Adam from Lucy Pilux. No sé quién es. I don't know. Nips, sí, es buena. Creo que si hace los tutos en español la rompe. Lo que más sigo ahora mismo son a REIQ. Ay, gracias chicos. Claro, en FZD Feng Shui. He's amazing. He has been doing this for so long. Peter Han, I took a class with him. I know him. I took a class here in where I live, like back in 2011, long time ago. Un saludo. Hello to my friends in México, la Ciudad de México. A ver cuándo regreso. Cuando se acabe la pandemia, chicos. La pandemia no se acaba. Never ending. But yeah, like I was saying, Prokopenko, yeah, he's good too. Muy bueno. De hecho, lo conocí el año antepasado. Ya es el año antepasado porque se me olvida. Y Bobby Chu también lo conocí. Lo conozco, lo he visto varias veces en persona. Pero no es mi contacto principal. Skated Twitch prison. Yeah. I mean, Twitch is fine. I know YouTube have more people like that don't follow Twitch, and it's more like maybe more dedicated. I don't know. I'm just coming back here a little bit to say hello to my people. Saludos de Colombia. Regresa a México. Unos tacos. Tacos. Unos taquitos serían buenos. Unos taquitos. Aunque la vez que fui a México vi que estaban vi los helados con picante. Wow, eso sí es una locura. Helado de limón con picante, con polvo de picante. A ustedes sí les gusta el picante, ¿no? Saludo a mi gente de Monterrey. Saying hello to my people from Monterrey. From México. From México. Proyecto Summertime Saga, no. De hecho necesito algo. I'm gonna get some water, guys. But algo de agua. 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 La próxima vez si pongo la cámara. Sí, de hecho Ross, el Rostro me mandó, bueno, nos mandó a mí y a mi novia unos prints y unos pins bien bonitos. De hecho tengo que hacerle un dibujo de sus personajes porque tuvo el detalle de enviarnos unos prints hasta acá. Él no vive muy lejos, pero se acordó. Entonces tengo que dibujar uno de sus personajes. A ver, que tal vez le haga una entrevista en español, chicos, para que ustedes estén aquí y les haga una entrevistita. Saludos de Perú. ¿Sabes de Burn Hogar? Claro que sí. Burn Hogar, me acuerdo de sus libros. Bien definidos. Bien exagerado, pero muy bien. Música. Mira, últimamente no pensé colocar ninguna música porque con los derechos de autor y aparte que me da dolor de cabeza tener que buscar los tracks. Tendré que buscar algo más. Tendré que comprar algunos tracks. Así que bienvenidos los superchats para comprar alguna musiquita, ¿vale? Una musiquita para poner en el directo. Una musiquita lo-fi. Para poner en el directo. Me tocará comprar música. Una buena música. Algo así bien suave. Nada muy loco. Porque he notado que muchos de los videos, tanto aquí como en Twitch, bueno, los eliminan. Le quitan el audio. Y también pensé que, bueno, si quieren música, bueno, pueden poner su música en su casa. Pueden poner su música en la computadora y así que no saben. A ver. Visit Fiji. ¿Qué es eso en Japan? Wow, a lot of Spanish. A lot of mensajes, muchos mensajes en español. Voy a tener que abrir ese canal en español para que todos ustedes estén allí en un solo lugar. So, what do you say? Yeah, un lo-fi relajante would be nice. Sí, me tocará. Ok. Jaime Altonazo, ya lo voy a buscar. Déjame anotarlo, chicos. Déjame anotar esa información. Esa información muy importante. Información Altonazo. Alright, yeah, I got the name down. Una changa. De los grandes maestros del dibujo, ¿cuál aprendiste más? En mi caso fueron George Brickman y Burt Hooker. ¿De dónde aprendí más? De muchos. Aprendí de Terada Katsuya a pintar. Me gustó mucho Manet y Degas. Sí, hay muchos. Tanto como recientes como viejos. Pongo música. Ok, estás tratando. Sí, posiblemente hablo en español. Así que. Así están todos allí metidos en one place. Pero eso sí, me tienen que hacerle share y like a esos videos para que se expandan por el universo. Así que se expandan por el universo para que más personas le llegue. Ya les estaré avisando. I'll let you guys know when is the moment. When I make the new channel. I'm gonna translate some of my videos. Yeah, I also speak Spanish. And Japanese too. I would like to make one in Japanese. That would be funny. I make a live stream in Japonés. Nihongo de hanashimashou. Konkai koko de e o kaite irimasu. Sí, tranquilo, sé que la situación no está muy fácil para los superchats. Así que a las personas que lo han hecho hasta ahora, very appreciated. Muy apreciado. No hay problema. Con tal que estén aquí compartiendo en la comunidad. So, no problem, my friend. No problema. ¿Cómo aprendí japonés? Bueno, viví en Japón. Y visité frecuentemente. Viví por 3 años. 3年ぐらい日本で住んでいました。その頃、俺はとても幸せでした。It was a good time back in 2009, 10 and 11. Y la última vez que fui fue en el 2019. Gracias a Dios, chico. Hey, ¿harás tutoriales de ilustraciones como la de Miss Mosh? Sí, puedo hacer unos estudios y grabarlos. Harías videos en español, en los que hablas inglés no tienen para subtítulos. Sí, los mismos que tengo en español los voy a reeditar. De hecho, estaba trabajando ayer. No sé si va a salir. Estaba trabajando en hacerle una actualización a los videos y que sea un poco más corta. Oh, so many things, yeah. Cuenta en DeviantArt. No, ahora chamo. Ahí es donde estoy yo. That's where I was born, in DeviantArt. So, estudiar mis dibujos, no. Mis propios dibujos, no. Si veo mis propios dibujos es para ver dónde pueden mejorar. Where they can be improved. Sometimes, yeah, where it can be improved. I'm gonna make something cute with these eyes. Voy a hacer algo bien cute. Con esto. Ya con el color va a quedar buenísimo. Va a quedar buenísimo. Ustedes ya lo van a ver. Parece obvia. Puede ser una pregunta larga, pero ¿crees que sea muy difícil diseñar personajes originales? No. Diseñar tu personaje. De hecho, pienso que mientras hay mucha creatividad cuando uno está empezando a dibujar, porque es como que tienes poca influencia de cosas que has visto, o tienes influencia de muchas cosas que has visto, pero son como que los diseños son como más puros, porque ya cuando tienes mucho tiempo dibujando de alguna manera, sabes qué tipo de diseño te gusta. I think. I don't know. Oh yeah, man, thanks a lot. I hope you don't get a headache with so much Spanish. Too much Spanish at the same time. So, but yeah, thank you very much for joining the stream. I actually might leave like in 20 minutes, maybe less, because I'm getting hungry. Déjeme enseñarle unos dibujos que escaneé ayer, muy bien. Unos dibujos de Evangelión que voy a hacer en sticker. Este es el boceto, así son los bocetos míos, bien rayados. That's my sketch are like this. Trying to find the posture, la pose. Podrías hacer videos en español, que no entiendo mucho el inglés, créeme. Créeme que ese es el mensaje que más me ha llegado en los últimos 10 años de mi vida. Yeah, thank you, man. That's not the only one. This is the other one for Azuka. Yeah, thank you guys for that. Yeah, and I like this one the most. I think this is gonna be the sticker. Este va a ser el sticker, creo. Yeah, where's my water? Gesture, tengo un video de Gesture en YouTube. Busquen allí en YouTube Gesture y van a ver. Va a tener que hacerlo en español también. Sí, el Eva, hay un Eva, el Eva de la película. El amarillo. Aquí está Azúcar, le están celebrando el cumpleaños. Happy birthday Happy birthday to Azúcar. Asuka no le gusta el cumpleaños porque le recuerda a la mamá y todo. It's not a good time. También pensé en unos así como más diseñados, donde solo se vea el cuerpo como cuadrada y que se vea el número aquí, el Eva, con las líneas estas negras que tiene. Pero ya veremos. Eso viene en estos meses. This is coming in these months. Don't save because I don't need it. And then there's the other side, because this is like a big sheet of paper. Una hoja de papel bastante grande. Y está el Eva 1. Este va a quedar muy bueno. Este va a quedar muy bueno. This is gonna look pretty nice. Gonna have the explosions, the background, and the Evangelion eye, of course. Y fumándose un cigarrito. Y el Eva número 2. Vuelto loco. Like a little bit more like crazy. You know? I still have to come back to this and design the shapes for this when they come to the sticker. But it's gonna be really fun and cool. I think these are gonna be really nice. So yeah. No, el cigarrito se lo ponen ustedes, chicos. You put the cigarette. ¿Algún consejo para vender los stickers? Bueno, háganlos de un buen diseño. Un buen diseño, porque esa es la parte más difícil. Tener un diseño que a la gente le guste. Yo he hecho diseños que el dibujo es muy bueno, pero el diseño no tiene mucha tracción porque no era lo que la gente estaba buscando en el momento, así que es algo que hay que practicarlo bastante para que queden bien, ¿no? una buena pose, una buena figura. Y bueno, yo como que me voy a ir muy pronto, chicos. Me está dando mucha hambre. What is my canvas size? Es 5000 píxeles de ancho por 6400 de alto con una resolución de 300. Do you know Kinji? Bien, sí lo he visto. Sí lo he visto. De hecho tengo un video. Tomé una foto con el muchacho. Sí, trabajar en animación una sola persona es muy difícil. Claro que sí. Gracias por el mensaje. ¿Qué conciencia? Estaba buscando videos de REIQ sobre cómo hacer los pies, of course. What size of brush? That's okay. The size brush is kind of big. Actually, the size of the brush is like this. This is the brush, but I like to use them really small, and then I can do my lines. ¿Qué diferencia hay entre el diseño y el dibujo? Wow, that's a lot of question, guys. Mañana, no sé si volveré mañana, intentaré. Pero tengo algunas cosas que hacer, pero intentaré volver. Creo que los fines de semana serán más disponibles por mi cuenta para hacer esto. Pero quién sabe, habrá sorpresas, maybe surprises. I might come back more often than I think. Maybe in Spanish, the Spanish channel, because I want to make something good. Oh, gracias. You only streaming on YouTube now? Why so many artists leaving Twitch? No, I didn't leave Twitch. It's just that I have YouTube. I have people in YouTube too, and I haven't done any streaming in a long time. And I know YouTube people, also are here. So not everybody's in Twitch too. Se disfruta mucho sus streams. Vale, gracias. Bueno, muchachos, tienen que seguir dibujando, pintando. Will you do a live stream of the Eva coloring process? I could do it. Or maybe I can just put it on my picture. También, chicos, recuerden de visitar la página, mi página web, que tengo una página nueva, por las que no han visitado desde el año pasado. Tengo mi propia página con tienda y con muchas cosas y dibujos y videos y cosas. Pueden visitar REIQ o REIQ y pueden visitar allí, pueden verle el material que hay y pueden mandar mensajes o pueden visitarlo. Lo estoy actualizando cada mes con nuevo material. Y bueno, para noticias suscríbanse a mi newsletter REIQ. Por último, ¿conoce al artista Jong Yong-ji? No, not yet. Yeah, yeah, I think we're reaching already the limit here for today. So I'm getting a little bit tired, hungry. I don't know how many people are in the stream, on the live chat. Maybe I can just sketch a little bit, very very loose, so you guys we can chat a little bit. Maybe something very loose and maybe a pose. Sí, entonces lo principal es colocar tu idea, colocar la línea del centro, colocar la deformación que se necesita Luego podemos hacerle los cachitos, the horns, and then we make the hair. And then we make the breast, las torolas. Y después ponemos aquí las piernas. Y después marcamos aquí los ojos, la nariz, la boca. Y ponemos un poquito más de información. El cuello, la ropa, las tanguillas. Figure drawing like this messes me up because I'm more used to drawing gesture with a wide angle pencil. Yeah, I don't know. I like to use sometimes like very bold lines, líneas gruesas. Me gusta utilizar las líneas un poco más gruesas al principio, porque pienso en la silueta. Si la silueta funciona, lo demás funciona. Así que esta es la silueta. Y entonces luego le hago un tratamiento. I treat it. Put some eyelashes a little bit. Lips. Y las orejas. La sombra del cuello. And then we have a solid drawing here. Right? So whatever is left is to reduce the opacity. Y hacemos un dibujo bastante rapidito. Oh, tenemos a un seguidor. Gracias por seguirnos. Mira tu trabajo. Veo clases con Reisama. También conozco a Reisama, amigo mío desde hace muchos años. Yeah, long lines can be tricky. That's the part you guys have to practice. Like, I practice a lot making like very simple lines and straight to the point. Unas líneas un poco más directas. Pero como ya sé que el boceto que está arriba y el boceto que está debajo está ya hecho, puedo dibujar un poquito más libremente lo que necesito. Ponemos aquí, ponemos el ojo, ponemos la boca, tal vez una mejor expresión sería buena. Vamos a esperar un poco a verlo en la expresión. Las cejas. No sé por qué últimamente estoy dibujando las cejas como más gorditas. Gorditas. A little bit fat, but small. Me encanta su arte. Siempre que necesito un consejo sobre sus videos. Muchas gracias. Oh yeah, I need to do the cowgirl for this year, man. Forgot. Gracias por recordarme for the cowgirl. But this is not the face for a cowgirl. Cowgirl needs like a rounded face. More bigger. And it probably needs like a bigger... Yeah, it needs to be like way bigger. Something like this. And then the veil. And then we make some like nice costume. Some prints. Te vas a morir de hambre y fatiga, Rex. Sí, ya me voy a ir. Can you show us the alien of Xenon forehead in basic? Ooh, man. Maybe next stream. Maybe for the next stream. Like, I'm about to leave pretty soon. Because for the next time, I'll do that. Because I'm probably gonna be leaving pretty soon. Because ahí el pueblo tiene hambre. The people is hungry. Sí, bueno, bueno, yo voy a salirme un poco muy pronto. Porque hay hambre, el pueblo tiene hambre. Y la cara le falta más expresión a la cara. Está muy básica. Necesita así como una sonrisa. Una sonrisa anime. Sí, bueno, ahí vamos. También recuerden que tienen que comer, porque si no comen, los dibujos no salen tan bien como creen, porque hay hambre. Sí, es bueno comer. Bueno comer, muchachos. Don't forget to eat your food. Don't forget to eat your food. I think maybe like with something like this, right? I mean something like lower here, and then the belly button, and then the rest. Maybe something like this, something like that. Forget the torso here, and then she needs like a bigger, maybe something like this. A nosotros también pasa, uno se calla un poco cuando está concentrándose. Saludos de Venezuela, muchas gracias, mi gente desde Venezuela, saludando por aquí. Sí, yo pienso que si hiciera la cara daría un poco más como más contenta, more happy and more joyful. Pero a veces la boca. Vamos a poner algo aquí mientras tanto. No, it doesn't look good. Bueno. Venezuela la situación está difícil, claro que sí, sí sabemos. Y bajaste al mismo tiempo como waifu llorando en mi esquina. Ja. Pienso que I think that yeah, like she's maybe her hands here, maybe the finger here like that. Maybe a little bit longer. Maybe there is some cow prints. Oh. Se fue muy lejos. ¿Problema con la simetría? No. No, porque siempre hago la línea del centro. Siempre hago la línea del centro. Y si es sobre simetría del dibujo, bueno, dale la vuelta al dibujo, ¿no? Dale la vuelta. Dale la vuelta. Y ahí verás los errores. No está tan mal. No está tan mal. Y bueno, nunca tengan miedo. No, nunca. Don't be afraid. Never be afraid to delete the face. If it doesn't work, this is ciao ciao. Say ciao. How do I achieve so clean lines? Well, you practice your lines. Practice being long lines. And try to do that again and again and again. I don't know, guys. I think I'm getting hungry and I'm getting tired, so I'm probably gonna be leaving pretty soon. And we can go back tomorrow or another day for this. Además, creo que sí, a veces cuando uno está muy cansado ya las cosas le quedan como no le quedan muy bien, ¿no? Pero pienso que esta es la mejor así. Muy bien. Excelente. Las proporciones. Esto es lo que estaba buscando. Anyway, guys. Yeah, like maybe. Wait, guys. I'm gonna go. Bueno, muchachos, me voy. Fue un lindo stream. Estaré haciendo más stream próximamente. Así que estén pendientes. No se olviden de visitar la página y repartir el amor y el trabajo en redes sociales. Siempre se aprecia. Sé que la situación es difícil para muchos. Así que una compartida. Una compartida de trabajo es muy apreciada. Se aprecia mucho. Así que gracias. Thank you very much. Gracias por venir. Y me voy. Así que muchas gracias. Nos vemos la próxima vez. Posiblemente con cámara. Así me ven la cara. Y los voy a dejar con el último trabajo. Les voy a dejar con no, esto es muy riesgoso. No puedo colocar alguna imagen así de la nada. Pero les dejo con esta cara aquí para que nos veamos la próxima vez. Oh, gracias a ustedes, chicos. Nos estamos viendo. See you next time. Thank you very much for coming around. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Chao. Chaito. Chaito. Don't forget I have some emotes. Chao, chao.